Test, test, test. Welcome to Tuesday with Tammy. And today I want to talk about Nadis and energy pressure points and show you between 5 and 10 different yoga postures. And again, if you have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, hypertension, diverticulitis, anything like this, always pregnant, if you're a female and you're pregnant, consult your doctor or healthcare provider, of course, naturally. Don't want anybody to get injured. So let's start off with butterfly posture. And today, let's see, can you see my feet? That's the question. Where's my feet? So butterfly posture, we're going to put our feet together and then have them out. Let's see. I'm going to take my shoes off. If you live in a place where it's warm enough, definitely take your shoes off. Because it's better to do yoga bare feet. And, but if you live somewhere cold, keep your socks on. And even your shoes if you want to. It's all personal, right? All right, let's put our feet together, touching, and lay them as close to your body as you can, to your groin area. And then go ahead with your arms, your elbows, press out. So then you're given a full stretch while your hands are on your feet. And, you know, if you're home, we can do it for like 30 seconds or so. But if you're home, you can do it for like a minute to 3 minutes. Is really beneficial. Really, really good to hold poses. And breathe while you're doing it. And then press down. You know, you want to stretch it out even more. You can feel that. Feels awesome. So I'm going to show you, like I said, between 5 and 10. Oh, at the end, we're going to pick an oracle card as well. Better not forget that. Alrighty. So this is, like I said, a great hip opener. It's great. Everything here is good for the spine. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Let's do tree pose. And again, this is all good for balance. We'll stand and bring one foot, whichever one you want, right or left. I'm going to do my right. You could do it like here, like I said, to start off if you're new, or even lower, just to start off. Because remember, be easy with yourself and gentle and build up. And you can hold it, you know, for a few seconds. Not too hard on the knee or anything like that. Again, it's opening. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring mine up higher. I'm kind of on a hill today. But that's fine. And press in with your foot. Keep this leg straight as possible. And then you're opening, you see? Like that. Again, you know, 30 seconds. If it falls, you just put it back where it belongs. Okay, put your hands up like a tree. Breathe. You can even keep your hands clasped at the top. And stretch up. And we'll do the other side. Again, if you're new to yoga and stretching, start low. It's okay. Or you bring it up to here, and that's still a nice hip opener. Keep the body straight, posture. And then, you know, as long as you have a good balance, bring it all the way up. Hip opener here, leg as straight as possible. Hands out and breathe. And then we can put our hands up into a tree pose. You can bring it higher, all the way to the top, and clasp our hands. And stretch and pull up. There you go, nice stretch. And then bring it back down. Great. I think it's always important. This will be our third pose. I've done it before, because this is part 2. But you can never go wrong with cat and cow, because it's just amazing. You probably won't even have to see a chiropractor. It's just great for the back. So, and your spine, everything there. We're going to go ahead down. Always hands like hip width apart, and your legs as well as your knees. And you want your knees always on something gentle. If you need to put a towel under your knee, do it for yourself. And here we go. And then cat, we're going to tuck our head under and push up and hold it for a few seconds. And then cow, we bring it down and head up and hold up for 15-20 seconds. We'll do like 5 at your own pace. I was all bundled up earlier. I had my, boots on and warm pants. And then I'm like, it's pretty warm out here today. So, had to go back and change. And then we come back to neutral, like that. And then after this, it's always nice to put your toes together. Spread your knees out, and we'll do baby pose. And we're going to put our buttocks back so they're lying on our knees, on our legs, on our feet. And I'm going to put my hands straight forward, gently, and you can do it too. And it's called happy baby pose. Well, that's not happy baby pose, it's called baby pose. All right. Gently, and you can always put your hands also, you try it in the front, and you can try your hands in the back as well. How about that? Yeah, I got my hair cut. Did it myself. How about that? I've been a hair model for so long. I think the professionals come in and used to do my hair, so it's like I learned a tidbit here and there, paying attention, right? All right, so let's go on to our 4th pose. Actually, while I'm in this sitting, kneeling position, let's bring our feet, like our toes together, and our feet out. If you can see me there, it's kind of like this. Let's see. Feet together, like that. And the back will be like this. Feet up. And in Kundalini, we call this frog pose. We'll do it with the feet like our heels that stay up. We'll try it. Let's try 10 with our heels up. Okay? And breathe every time. So we go up, heels up, legs straight as they could be, and then down. We'll do 10. Your own pace. Drop the heels down. Now we're going to do it with the heels down. You'll see a difference. So, same heels touching, feet out a little, out, hands down, and we'll go up and then we'll keep our feet on the ground, you'll see. And keep your legs as straight as possible. A little bend is okay. See? kicked in my heels now. I'm going back now. Let's do 10. We'll work different muscles. This seems harder to me. 2 more. And breathe. Good. And up we go. Alrighty, here's one Kundalini we call elephant pose. And it's quite fun actually. And you'll get a good workout. We'll do it only 30 seconds here, but at home in your own time, you can do it for like a minute or 2 or 3, and you'll feel a big difference in your calves. So all we're gonna do is step down like an elephant. We clasp our hands. This is our trunk. Go down gently and just walk. Walk. Keep the legs as straight as possible. Walk around your room. Walk around the house. Sideways. Backwards. Any way you want. The lower you go, the better. And you do that, like I said, for 2-3 minutes. You will feel that. A nice stretch right there in your calves. Let's do a twist. So we're gonna sit down. We're gonna put one leg straight. We're gonna bend the other leg. Doesn't matter, left or right, whatever you prefer to start off with. Take the knee that's bent over, and then we're gonna grab with the elbow, the opposite elbow to the knee, and then breathe, take a deep breath, and stretch back. And hold it for 30 seconds to a minute. To make this a little different, let's bend this leg, the bottom leg. You're gonna feel a nice stretch like this. And let's hold that for 30 seconds, pushing our buttocks closer to our feet. Great. Let's do the opposite. So, keep this leg straight, bend over that leg, opposite elbow. Here we go. And bend back. This is so good for your digestion. You can look over your shoulder. You can look straight. You can look that way. But it's good to look over your shoulder. And then we'll let go of that. Bring this leg up. Make a nice stretch. Push our buttocks to our feet. There you go. Nice. Again, what a beautiful day to do yoga outside if you can do it. Alrighty. Let's put our hands out. We're going to put this hand to the opposite leg and breathe and go down and hold it. Feel the stretch in the opposite leg, the right leg. And let's go up, breathe. You can do like 15 to 20 of those if you like. I'm just going to do 1 or 2 to present it. One more time. Great. Let's do where we turn to one side. My left leg, I'm turned to my left here. Bend the leg. Bring this leg out. A little more than hip distance. And we'll we'll just hold that for a nice stretch. We'll put our hands up as well, or down to the sides. Whatever you like. Always be gentle with your knees and your ankles. Let's do the opposite side. Nice. And let's stretch. Put our hands on our hips, go forward. Go down as far as you can, then touch the ground. You can put your feet out more, and your head could touch the ground. Gently. There we go. Always be gentle. Alrighty. So, that's enough yoga at the moment. Let's do some quick reading about nadis. Alrighty? Let's see. So first, yoga. Why are we doing yoga? It helps free stagnant energy and balances two of the main nadis that weave through the chakras, as we talked about already. The Ida and the Pingala is what, by Sanskrit and Indian, they name it. The female lunar energy and male solar energy. A little Ayurvedic self-massage this is. So, always really nice and healing. Let's see. God, what a great day out here. So, talk a little bit about acupuncture meridians and nadis. Acupuncture meridians are subtle energy pathways in our body. Traditional Chinese medicine, TCM abbreviation, has for many centuries studied and worked therapeutically with these energy channels. The body's vital energies, called Qi or Qi, Qi or Chi, flow continuously through our pathways, like blood through our blood vessels, nourishing, maintaining, and restoring all the body's organ systems. That's why it's so important to breathe and stretch, do yoga. 14 acupuncture meridians. There are 12 standard channels. Each is associated with a human biological function. I'll name them: kidneys, liver, spleen, heart, lungs, gallbladder, stomach, pericardium, small intestine or large intestine, and triple heater, the body's temperature regulator. And 2 additional acupuncture meridians called the conceptual vessel and the governing vessel. Acupoints along the acupuncture meridians are some 500 tiny points near the skin surface. Acupuncture points are acupoints for short, and they can be stimulated to balance and restore the flow of energy. Acupuncture stimulates these points by inserting these tiny needles, while acupressure uses hand or finger pressures for the same purpose. And then nadis, as I was mentioning, is an Ayurvedic medicine work with a similar system of subtle energy channels called nadis, like the meridians. Nadis are not physical in anatomical structure, no. They're life force energy called prana. In Sanskrit, it flows through these subtle body channels. And yoga aims to strengthen and support the flow of prana through our body and our energy systems. And there's more than 72,000 nadis channeling prana to every cell in our body. Yeah. They pass through the spinal column, all the way up to the 7th chakra. They spiral around all over the Pingala at each chakra area. There's so much to it. But, as I was mentioning, that's why it's so important to do some stretching, some yoga, to get out there in nature, to help open up and stay healthy. Especially now during coronavirus and, flu season, etc. and just in general, you know, for our health, to just stay a nice balance like a tune-up. Yeah. I just want to share a quick story how, gosh, I know a few acupuncture points, which is really important, of course, or quite a few. But actually, I saved somebody one time. I'll teach you how I learned it once, but I was coming back from Lanai in Hawaii, and on the small boat, oh, don't ever take the last boat. It's the most rockiest. It's like a roller coaster. It's so crazy. But I knew what pressure point is 3 fingers down. I put my hands over and I press with my thumb. But there's other ways you can press 3 fingers down, right hand. Maybe it doesn't matter, try either hand. And you could press it into a circular, but I prefer this. And just press and hold it. Yeah, this gentleman, him and his wife and children were there, and he was like gonna just vomit. He was like so nauseous. And I told him really quickly the trick while I was moving up and down and trying not to fall out of my seat. I explained to him what he needs to do and showed him. And oh my God, it saved him, because I think that's like a 30-minute, yeah, it's a while on that rocky surface in the water when the waves are not so much fun. And he thanked me profusely when we got to land. He's like, oh my God, you saved me. I'm like, yeah, only because I got saved one time. And I'll tell you a funny story. Oh, it wasn't funny at the time. So I was taking a road trip with my son, and he was on a different time schedule than I was. I was more like with the flow. Yeah, we could stop here if we feel like stopping there. Let's go slow. We're not in a rush. And he was in a rush. Anyway, long story short, I don't know if it was the taco place we stopped at, and we ate some greasy food, or a mixture of, you know, car sickness. I think a little bit of both. And basically, I couldn't stop being sick. And we got to the point I told him to stop the car. We went into this place where you could sit down and order food, etc. And I just had my head down like this. like everybody leave me alone. My head was killing me. I was like, I thought there's no way I could get back in that car with my son. No. and this young man, who I learned later was traveling already 18 hours, you know, asked me, because I looked like I was dying. He says, what's wrong with you? And I was like, didn't want to talk. And then I looked at him like, who the hell are you? Who are you talking to me? I told him what happened. And that's when he told me, I said, just take my hand and show me. I'm too sick to even pay attention. I can't concentrate. And he took my hand really quick, but he goes, no, I need to show you, so you need to know how to do it. And that's when he 3 fingers down, took his hand like this and pressed and showed me how to do it. And wow, lo and behold, it was like magic. Yeah, my sickness, I could get back in my son's vehicle. Don't know how, but I did. He was a little upset because he's like, how did a total stranger talk you into, you know, getting back into my car? But he didn't. He understands now, I'm sure, that I learned a new technique. Hey, that's what it takes. But let's pick a card from it's like Oracle cards. Arctpel Reiki, what do we have here? By Dorothy May. Some fun spiritual, emotional, and physical healing cards. And I just think it's cute. It's funny, when I chose this box one day, I picked the same card I love. So I'm like, why not? Something fun. So mix up the cards here. I'll pick a card for everybody. Give you a basic reading for the day, for the week. Let's see. What do we need to know? What's going to benefit us this week? Here we go. And what do I have? I have number 20, the mountain, spiritual attainment, wisdom. Wow, that's always good to know, right? It's funny, it reminds me of mountain pose as we were doing. That's great. Like I said, great hip opener. All these things are great for our spine. If we do these every day, well, don't tell the chiropractors, but unless you just want to go once in a while, but you won't need a chiropractor. You know, you're your own chiropractor. So the mountain, spiritual attainment. You are moving to a higher level of spirituality. Strive for the highest possible level of spiritual development. And that can mean anything. If you're working on a business, it's just saying, you know, you're ready to get to the next level. You're ready for it. You'll meet the right people that will connect you, so forth. And mountains are sacred places, a meeting place of heaven and earth, symbolizing masculine or yang principle, external and visible. The mountain represents consistency, firmness, stillness, and on a more concrete level, an attainment goal or opportunity, as I mentioned. We climb mountains to purify, purity, protection against ill fortune. We just like to get in shape. Why not? Mountain seems like the best place to do it. So, when you draw this card in a reading, know that you are moving to a higher level of spirituality, as we said. There's no higher or lower level development. All that is certain is that we draw our soul out into the light with spiritual growth. What we think of as higher is really a drawing of our soul. Well, when it's upright as it was, gratitude for all you've been given, and meditate on your mountain for the next week. Yes, we should always be have gratitude. So, I'm going to just read this quick meditation. Why not? And we'll close it with that. You have been traveling with your path for many years, perhaps many lifetimes, if that's what you believe in. You are nearing a plateau along your journey to wholeness and wisdom. You have made peace with the external world at this point in time. You feel ready to go farther. As you walk along the path that has chosen you, you slip on loose rock and find yourself flat on the ground. No, you realize that you are on the ground. I am. You are flat and spread out as far as you can see. People walk on your surface. But you don't mind. That's your purpose in life, to ground spiritual travelers to the earth of which they are part of. As you reflect on your purpose in life, you notice that you have grown. You have seemed to become thicker all over and higher than you could imagine. In your core of rock, there seems to be a stable point, a center stillness. It is your axis, you realize. Wonderful green trees seem to have sprouted all over your face. Someone has carefully carved roads into your sides, and you don't mind at all. Spiritual seekers seem to be compelled to climb your face and feel the winds of change at your head. Wow. Your head is up very high, often in the clouds. The breath of God blows all around your head, and you are at peace. You have been here for eons. You have grown organically out of the earth's activity and out of the earth's center. You are part of the earth, and yet also part of those who seek transcendence. It is enough. You are at peace. Sleep well, my friends. Happy Tuesday with Tammy. And see, it's getting dark now. All right, have a great week, okay? Ciao. Enjoy your night.